ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give you the one and only, the lovely and talented Jack Tenley.
Well, hey everybody. So I did my senior paper on the two books, Of Mice and Men and A Separate Piece. And in each book, there are two main characters. In A Separate Piece, there is Gene and Forrester, and in Of Mice and Men, there is Lenny and George. And basically, my senior paper talked about how in each of these duos, there are two separate roles. There's the role of the self-aware character, and there's the role of the naive character. And so the self-aware role is really, it's more of a character who is down to earth, knows what's going on, has his head about him, while the naive one is kind of more the dreamer, head up in the clouds, doesn't really know what's right or wrong, just, living life. So I basically said that Gene, in the relationship between him and Phineas, was the more self-aware character, while Phineas was the dreamer, head up in the clouds, didn't even think World War II was going on, just thought it was the man trying to bring everybody down. And then in Of Mice and Men, George was obviously the more self-aware one, while Lenny was the slightly more, dreamer who just wanted to think about his farm that he's going to have with George when they finally get some money and, basically live the American dream. And so, basically connecting to my thesis was I decided to show how two beats of drumming can come together to make something beautiful. So you can do one thing on, say, the hi-hats over here, and do another thing on the bass drum, and put them together, and they're totally awesome. But apart, they can groove, they can be okay. When you put them together, they're really something cool. And so I would like to demonstrate a little beat that has two different parts to it. So you've got a hi-hat, which basically just does this. You got the bass drum, which goes. When you put them together, you get. So you can see that each part of the beat can sustain itself fine in a piece of music. I mean, you can have a hi-hat there just by itself. You can have the bass drum just by itself. But they're just not as funky and awesome when you put them together, So I'd like to teach you guys, the class, all a little drum beat. So actually I need some volunteers first. So Jared, John, I know Shung wants to be up here. Come up here. Come on, Shung.
No, I don't.
You're in band. You have to be. Come on. Because you're rhythmically inclined.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh. All right. Caleb, you get up here too. Because you're inclined. That's close. All right. So, you guys want to stand over here? All right. So. The whole class, the whole class, I like you to just clap quarter notes. So just 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, keep that going. Alright, you guys. Ready? Keep that going.
Woohoo!
As you probably all know, that was the underlying beat to I'm Sexy I Know It by Alma. So, as you can see, two parts of a beat can come together, and they depend on each other and need each other, just like how George and Lenny need each other, just how Gene and Phineas need each other. You guys can. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm just kidding. So, anyways, you can see how those two beats are dependent on each other and how they really need to work together to be something that's functional. Just like how George and Lenny, apart, they can't really achieve their dream of their farm and, like their dream of the West and owning their own land. But together, they have a good shot at it, And Gene and Gene and Phineas, they, apart, they're just two kids living at this school up in New England. But together, they're these great group of friends who learn and really grow from each other. So as you can see, a lot of things in life depend on each other. And when you have that dependence on another thing, you can really make something beautiful, just like drilling.